Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for the season 2 premiere, I should say, of The Last of Us, season 2, episode 1, Future Days. Welcome, everybody. Sorry I'm so late. I actually got a call from a really good friend of mine that I haven't talked to in a while, and had to make a little bit of time there. So, before I get started here, let me do some plugging, of course. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe, somewhere around there. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the videos that pop up at the very end here. One pops up here, one pops up over there. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library. It's over 1,100 videos now at this point. And if you like what you see there, please hit that subscribe button down below. Also, if you want to know when I'm going to be live again next, for the most part, go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it out every week. Also have all the links to my social media there and all the links to my pages as well. All right, let's get to it, shall we? So spoiler alert, as you can see right there, spoiler alert, I am going to be spoiling the episode. If you have not seen the episode, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video. You can comment down below in the comment section. Um, So, of course, where we start off with is kind of where we ended up at the end of season 1 with Joel. He saved Ellie from being basically uh, torn up for parts and seeing if they can make if the Firefly doctors could make a vaccine out of her. And he killed all the doctors in the Firefly facility, took her out, and brought her back to Jackson, Wyoming, and lied to her, telling her that that some raiders came in and took care of things. And we do get a little epilogue where we get to see that not all the fireflies were dead. So we do have a little group of fireflies that buries the doctors that were there, led by Abby Anderson, and played by Caitlin Dever. So Caitlin Dever, by the way, it took me a while to figure out who her face, because I'd seen her face before. She was in Justified. She played Raylan's daughter, and so yeah, good seeing her in this as well. And then we jump ahead 5 years. So we jump ahead 5 years there, and we see that both Joel and Ellie are not talking to each other, even though she's living in his garage. And shit's getting pretty dire in Jackson, where more and more people are coming in. They don't have the resources to keep up with fixing windows and whatnot. And we also get to meet Dina. So Dina is Ellie's friend. She also knows Joel too, and we see that Joel is actually going through some therapy as well. And you know the person that he's going through therapy with, Gail, uh, he killed her husband. We find out at some point in time within that 5-year period that we missed. So I know it's within the game. Uh, I should actually have probably led with this as well. For those of you who are not familiar with my podcast, I never played the game. I never played the Last of Us video game, so I don't know exactly what's going on there. Um, I'm coming into this with fresh eyes, if you will, and um, the whole thing of Gail saying, "You know what? I don't fucking like you." And yeah, you need to tell me what the fuck is going on, because he hasn't told her about saving Ellie from being vivisected, essentially, um, and won't really. And we see that Ellie is taking chances. She's going out on patrols and taking chances because she knows she's immune. No one else in Jackson knows that she's immune other than Tommy, Joel's brother. And yeah, so uh, she goes out and patrol with Dina and Kat and a couple other people, and they end up going to take a look at a supermarket that has a couple of clickers inside there. So they think, and they kill one. Ellie busts through the floor and finds another one, and finds out that the clickers are getting a little smart now. They're actually hiding They're not running full on at people anymore. They're ambushing people, and she gets bit. Um, but of course, since she's immune, she doesn't get infected. I thought she was going to get infected for a second there. I saw one of the little squirrely kind of things in in the bite mark there, one of the little tendrils, and I thought maybe she was going to get infected, but I'm glad that didn't happen. Um, so of course we're going to have the New Year's Eve dance here, and I know this is in the game. I've heard this before, where Dina ends up basically kissing Ellie on the dance floor, and it's like deep kiss. And Seth, the asshole in Jackson, there basically says, "Hey, it's a family party. Can't be doing that kind of shit on the dance floor." And Joel comes in and knocks his ass down. And that's when Ellie just pretty much, tells Joel to fuck off. She goes, "I don't need your help. I can deal with things myself." And we just see that they are at this impasse, obviously, of what's happening here. In the meantime, also, we see that um, this pipe that's running through the town has these weeds inside of it, and the weeds actually have tendrils coming out. So we know that the cordyceps are starting their move there as well. So most likely, the town of Jackson is not going to be there for much longer. And then on top of that, our Firefly group that had vowed to kill Joel slowly, we see them at the top of the ridge. At night they see the town of Jackson, and they know that she's been hunting Joel. So, excuse me, Abby has been hunting Joel, and that's where they're going to go and pick them up, or go after him anyway. So that's kind of where we left off on the first episode, and a good episode to start off with. And I'll say this right now: this is one of the few shows that the clickers actually give me a little bit of anxiety, kind of thing, and that might be one of the reasons why I've never played the game. Also, I just never was into it, to tell you the truth. But having that anxiety of waiting for something to jump out, kind of thing, yeah. That one, when I have to admit, the supermarket scene where Ellie is going through the supermarket, and you can see the clicker kind of trailing her, and you just see it out of focus in the background of the camera, like running along the walls or running along the floor. And that was pretty creepy. I have to admit, they did a really good job of that. And um, I stayed through the credits to the end to watch the making of the episode, and talking about how they've made this season bigger, that there are bigger sets and there are going to be bigger scenes happening. And you can see that in this first episode, that they are actually going to build towards things. And I really liked what they did here. They did a good job here. Again, a good continuation from season one onto season two, and good character development as well. I know, yeah, they've been taking from the game as well here, but and I know if you've been watching my videos lately, I keep harping on character development, mainly because Daredevil Born Again has been kind of lacking in that. But yeah, that's something you want in a good series. You want character development, you want story development, and that drives both. And if you don't have good writers and good actors, it suffers from that. So good stuff all the way around. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. You got a little recap for me on that one. So what else do I have going on for the rest of this week? Wednesday, I'll be covering the season finale of Daredevil Born Again. Uh, Yeah, that's what the season finale of that, and I'm most likely fairly certain that they're going to just cram as much as fucking possible into that final episode, because why? They had 8 episodes in order to expound on things, but they didn't do anything, and so of course they're going to put it in the final episode. Um, and then of course I'm going to be off the rest of the week there. Maybe I'll find something to do another. Is it worth my time? I don't know if people want to put stuff down in the chat down below here. If you, I used to do this thing called Saturday Morning Blast Off, where I kind of talked about anything and everything there. and I haven't done one in quite a long time. If people are interested in that, um, pop something down in the chat. If you're interested in that kind of being revived again, I'm slowly but surely kind of coming back to things, but uh, yeah, it's just taking me a little while to kind of get back into the swing of things. Obviously, here, as you can tell from the background, I still change out things in the background here and there too. By the way, that's the latest acquisition right there from Disneyland. That is a Death Star, by the way. Yes, I light up Death Star popcorn bucket. There's gonna be more stuff that's gonna be showing up here. Um, anyway, with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you to my couple of lurkers that were there that didn't say anything, and thank you out there if you watch this video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the videos that pop up at the very end here, over here, and over here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos, my vast video library, and pops it up there just for you. And if you like what you see there, please hit that subscribe button someplace down here. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. And if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, you can go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media and all the links to my pages there as well. And also, if you go underneath that my schedule, you'll see the future stuff. Like it's not everything, but there's a lot of genre stuff that is up there that is coming out. I forgot to put Murderbot on there, which I know is coming out on Apple TV. I don't have Apple TV Plus, so I'm probably not going to see it. That was the only interesting thing that looked interesting to me from Apple TV Plus was Murderbot, but who knows? With that said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you, everyone. I will see you again on Wednesday. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may end up having to fight off some cordyceps that are a little bit more wily than they have been in the past. And you really don't want that. Thanks, everyone. I will see you again on Wednesday. Have a good rest of your night and good rest of your week. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Thanks, everyone. Have a good rest of your night. Good night.